combination I made, which was Z, so Skittles, the Wonderland cut, which was crossed with one DF2, which is essentially like a Z-back cross. Effects like when I ingest CBD, it tends to make me drowsy, regardless if it's broadleaf, narrowleaf, sativa, indica, however you want to call it. It doesn't. It makes me tired. It makes me want to ingest food and go to sleep, no matter the amount. And so, CBD, I have no problems. It actually lessens my anxiety. Like when I have social anxiety, I have to go travel through the airport. I pit out like a motherfucker. I don't sweat at all. Like I don't sweat. I'll ingest a good solid amount before I go, and I eat that and just chill as shit. And so it really reduces my nerves, like the butterfly feeling in my stomach. I just don't get anxiety from doing that. So I feel like that's kind of my next thing is just for people, especially socially, that aren't able to smoke or that have problems smoking in the past, they're like, oh, I can't, it gives me anxiety. And it's like, oh, no, try this shit. It might, help with your anxiety in that situation. So it can introduce a whole new crowd as well. But it also helps out for me personally.
Good take. Nice, man. All right, Banner, come on. You got to ask the questions about this. I'm so yielding the floor.
So there's I was just trying to
the floor.
I was just trying to understand the lineup. So there's you've got 1-to-1s, which are regulars that are out now, and then you also
So we have some 1-to-1s that are feminized that are basically coming out. The Melvin's Reversal Project is going to be a THC project. So the Melvin's is actually THC dominant. That's going to be our THC stuff.
Okay. You have THC dominant, you have 1-to-1s, you have feminized, is that?
Yep.
And then you have some longer, I heard 12 to 14 weeks.
Yeah, 12 to 16.
Did you just put on white?
THCV 1-to-1, so they're THCV to THC.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago.
All right, let's go, fellas.
Brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Returnable here for Davis. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And that's kind of getting on track with UBB. Just because it takes so it's like the THCV doesn't even activate really until like week 11 or 12. So I would cut it down to like week 8 to 10, and it would just be THC dominant with minute amount. And so I started going in 2-week increments and taking it out to almost 16 weeks. So it was like
play action. Here's Hurts.
And that's when I got like,
and he will go down. The Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Recorded, started logging things, trying to figure out where it dropped off, and then Black Sale Market, I did I?
Hey, Keith, man. What's up?
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Incorporating it as well, so he sent me a can.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Play some D, fellas. Let's go.
It didn't feel like it has to do with the central lines of the earth and where the equator is, and generally I feel like it's a little more relevant there. Like
here's Hurts to throw.
Towards the end of flower, and those
Good fucking D. Glad you ain't throw it to the other motherfucker. He was wide open. I fucked that up.
Coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want
good shit, fellas. We got lucky. We dodged the bullet.
Coverage there that forced the incompletion.
We had a layup.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Like you're saying, around the equator. So I find that really interesting. And are you able to, is it a function of the environment, like to turn that on, or can you, I guess, artificially reproduce it at a different latitude?
I think it's just what I'm trying to figure out now. And so essentially by doing this controlled testing with UVB, I kind of have, a baseline for data as to what I've done in the closed environment indoors. And so now I can kind of compare the data and then kind of see in this environment, I'm also going to send it off to, 2 or 3 other environments that are placed in different locations. So
Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
Of just how much the spectrum, I guess, changes where you are on the earth. That's just that. And then
here's 2nd and 9.
It affects what that plan is throwing out. That's really interesting.
I'm telling you, the fire's got me, man. It changes spectrum. It was just this total, ominous red, all day, just really light. And I went to Home Depot, and everybody's just roping around. And imagine if you were just like a cell, and instead of being
they'll run left with Pollard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
You get everything, right? That's really cool. So are you adding separate lights that do that, or how do you add the LEDs?
Yeah, so that's basically, it's a separate initiator. Initiator for it. And I also have some far edge as well that I'm not doing for this controlled experiment. This is just UVB specifically for THCV. But I also
what the fuck?
It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts
Shit
in his head
froze up
going
on me.
forward
I
since
don't know
that's his
what the
first
fuck
throw
was
of the
happening with
game.
that.
But one of the things I
This
remember
shit.
about him coming out of school,
Alright, get the ball back, man.
things away pretty easily and move on.
Spectrum in different places on the earth. Like, who does that?
in the U.S.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Get the ball back. Get that ball back.
I know people that
Throw is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Good move.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Cannabis solution for it. What do you know about that? How come, what do you say that this could, one of those strains, and what strain is it?
Hurts.
Generally, that's one of the main things.
Too slow, this shit.
And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on
I gotta remember to use that one.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And that's why I was telling you, like, when I tried extracts with
Left side, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
One of the first analytically recorded to have in that 3 to 4% range. It was usually South African varieties or Durban related.
Then is it
Throwing is Hurts.
Yeah, I've got quite a few times, and that's like one of the main things I've been coming through as well with a lot of
and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Way to cover him.
Demarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And this one is right through.
All right, good ticket.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Because you're approaching it more analytically and like kind of data oriented.
Yeah.
And so it's not about like the strain name or whatever. It's really more about the compounds that are in it. I think that's really interesting.
It is. It is.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult thing to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a
y'all
tendency
want to
gamble
make it
more
happen,
than they
just
can
can't make it happen. Let's go, baby.
They'll break the huddle, come up
They
on
giving it
second
to
and
us.
8 at the 27-yard
Let's take it.
line. Throwing, Prescott. Able to hit his target man. And they get him down, but not before he takes
Let's take
it
a little
across
bit
the
more.
40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in
Is that
man,
right?
maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Is that right?
Prescott on first down. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Yes, come on, we're shouting the word on this.
Never gets old as GMO, honestly, with the variations, just that rank onion, and it just, you can have so many kind of variations to it, but that's, it is kind of getting past that point, and from my personal stuff, I would say Melvin's. Like, I started to pass.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Like, the feedback from that was like every single person playing the fuck away from it.
And he worked this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Everything else.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
The dessert flavors are really popular, like for dabbing.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 1 yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, counts, I mean, just OGs, like real OGs. I mean, everybody misses that stuff. It's like we went so deep.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Flavors and all the hybrids, everyone just wants to taste it. Like,
the first down line at the 34 here on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Good shit, baby.
To the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Again, that's an old one that I was, again, I miss Calio.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Funky flavors that were somewhat fruity, but it wasn't synthetic. It wasn't like unnatural stuff.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Like you could taste it. It wasn't
Right.
just a synthetic crappy,
Keep
candy.
your foot on the gas,
What do you
baby.
think, Scott? What does it smell like?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We must be faded. I keep forgetting to hit the herb.
And he returns this to the 22.
Let's just take a blast because we can.
Right? Yeah, actually, we have Naples, man. Do we have Valencias? Yeah, we do have Valencias there. Honeybell. My only art.
But look at you. You recognize
Yeah. That's what I'm
I
talking
just knew
about,
it was
baby.
called Calio. It's just trying to fit in. I mean, the cameras are on. I have smelled tange before. I'm like, smells like green. I'm terrible at this stuff. That's why for me, it really is about the personalities. And
already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So you got to slow down. I know a lot, but you got to watch out. It's like, so again, I learn every single day. It's like having conversations with scientists, with people. Hey, that's our goal.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
it's straight.
You need to talk to more of these folks.
Are you like one of those obsessed guys?
They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
What the hell do you do on the quad?
I can't really do it here, but I was an avid snowboarder for...
Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. He's got this across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's awesome. That is awesome, brother. It was very cool getting to know you. I don't think I asked you to...
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Are you on the Instagrams? Are you on the social medias?
Come on, man. Good shit. That's on me.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Have quite a few seed banks as well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Basically,
Sure.
He's got a man wide open, complete.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
a few other vendors as well.
They go play action here.
Oh, yeah, this is my rock.
They'll buy some time right.
Oh, fuck. What y'all doing? God damn. Good shit. Where is the containment?
Once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs
No
didn't finish the
containment.
deal.
No containment at
Give him
all.
credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
Get their brand and do my own thing as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Medicated catchers as well.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
But it's forgot home, so I made THC 1-to-1 and then CBD peppers. I haven't even started yet, but I got the sugar made, and so I'm just waiting for the grains.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They lost 2 in a row prior to getting open with last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, so prolific in Oklahoma, catching passes like this from Kyler Murray, and he's doing it at the NFL level too.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
I appreciate it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A punter, terrible. What the fuck?
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
I'm very cool. So he's been an early believer in us as well. So, James, thank you. I'll give you an official shout-out. CTRNow.com.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starting blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left.
Ooh-wee.
And that is incomplete. These two teams, you might remember that season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
So some of the stuff I'm going over.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
The baseline methods can be directly used in just about any place you're going through at any scale. So keep that in mind as we go over some of these methods. And I wanted to show you some quick images of the kind of yields I'm getting here using biointensive
The play
technique.
action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again.
It just gets better each year. I just keep finding easier.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have
I
some
would have
weapons at your
preferred a
disposal
pick,
that we
but
don't
all
have to
right.
talk about it. You can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Second quarter in Cleveland. The gap's getting wider there. The Saints have scored again. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. To throw is Prescott.
Damn. Good shit.
And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Good deal. With a shadow one, baby.
Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Motherfucker. Run into me.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17.
Like every day.
What are you doing in my room?
Hunting vampires.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
This is your final warning.
They'll set up to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
You know what I see when I see a van?
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to air one out.
Good shit.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal.
You got a little bit too comfortable, fellas.
And off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Oh my goodness, what the fuck, that?
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Guess we're gonna tie it up at the half.
Let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
So he plays at 4. He also plays the lead.
Not relevant.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
You understand I'm a pediatrician, right? The fate of the world depends on it. The daughters of Atlas are coming for you.
Quick hitter here is complete. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up the third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
All about
On play action, they'll throw.
Ooh, good shit, good shit.
Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down, and the Eagles have retaken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, That's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
I'm so sorry if we're going to tell you, but you're not feeling very well. And the only way to cure it is if you stay home all day and I tend to you and pursue and cook.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. Wow,
Maybe we need to stop putting it in the air like that, then.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points. Old school coach probably would have said, take the
terrible.
Let's get out of here.
Terrible, terrible, fellas. Bad coaching.
Becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points didn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on.
Overconfident. Let's hope we get the ball back first. Do you get the ball?
First half, we'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
That's good. Just breathe. Most of my patients live right there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We about to blaze back up, fellas.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start.
All right, let's do what we do.
25-yard line.
Keep calm and carry on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Another throw there off the mark. And obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question. And my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Falling apart a little bit, fellas. What's going on now?
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's pulled in at the 32, and he goes out right around the 39. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Becky, you gotta come up here.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
Oh, come on, man. That was good, D.
Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
I think I can drop myself forward. Okay, I'm going to jump out pretty fast. Watch your mouth.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
There we
And
go.
now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Come on, turn around,
Picked off
bro.
at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own
Take it, though.
48-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again. As his
We ain't got no run game today, fellas.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and
We're
11.
gonna make it happen.
That's got a nice ring to it.
That name better not stick.
There's something so surreal and so funny about a giant 6'7" Hulk in the courtroom.
It was about putting a real human being into these absurd situations.
It's just like,
Here's
it's cool
Prescott.
and we can get away with. Your ass looks spicy right now.
And my goodness, another interception.
All right, Dak. I'm going to have to take you up out of there for a little bit.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
There is no going back to what you were before. Who's going to protect the world? It's not people like you.
So still 14 yards to go, second down.
What Emerald Studios production can do.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts is going to float this one deep right side.
Good shit.
Touchdown! Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything.
From my many wanderings on this earth,
All right, Dak, you got to come up out of there, buddy.
there's so much to say about imperfect fathers,
Let's go.
sons, and about loss and love. I've learned that there are old spirits who rarely involve themselves in the human body, but on occasion they do.
Waiting on you, bruh.
I want to tell you a story. It's a story you may think you know, but you don't. A story of the wooden boy.
And it was right on the money.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. A yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And here's Collins on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken
that's
down,
his first catch.
before he gets into enemy
Fucking up.
territory.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw again. It's caught. Cooper. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Collins. And he finds a man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. How does the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away? From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You guys were so close, it was like blew up. I don't know who's going to help this bunch of 22-year-olds. I should take Nash and David for spring break by myself. You never travel with them without me. I am their mother. I will be fine. Honestly, I have concerns. No.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing is Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They go play action with Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
2nd down and goal. Hurts. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It knows how to hunt. I know how to survive.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right.
Ooh, good shit.
Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point right down the middle, and a lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Defend us in battle against the spirits of wickedness.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Collins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for a sack. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Collins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they got to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
That's my fault.
Force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body
about to get the ball back.
Maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
What I showed you that once was things start to fall apart and you stop caring. And I stopped caring a long time ago.
They're going to look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. They'll dump this off to Cook. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Allison, she's alive. She's back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I
this
had
would
it.
be their third straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He'll probably hop on some duty after this, though.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Collins.
Dang.
Rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
Look at this shit.
Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Each of us must decide who we shall be.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we're coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Collins. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you try not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Charles, it's one thing to win, it's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Have you been writing about us?
He lived his life for himself. And then it shifted.
Arden has so many demons. He was young, in love, and I was terrified. But he's trying to be better for me.
I just keep jerking you into my shit.
All right. Time for some Call of Duty till the wife get home.
I don't know if I can keep fighting to save him.